In returning to the enumeration of the elements of the dynamic cycle, I have to mention that it is possible to consider ninefold cycles instead of just threefold ones, as we did previously. The place of the elements in such a cycle will be defined by the full ninefold calculation. For example, the 58th element in a row will be the fourth in its ninefold cycle. Similarly, the 78th element will be sixth in its ninefold cycle, which means the Va of the second family in the same cycle. We may remember that these results can be obtained much faster by use of the well-known arithmetic method of adding the numbers of the elements. 5 plus 8 equals 13. 1 plus 3 equals 4. 7 plus 8 equals 15. 1 plus 5 equals 6, and so on. Such calculations are called the extraction of the theosophical root from figures, and we will use them widely in our future lessons. It may be added that if we make a theosophical addition for any chosen number, the results will be as follows. 1. If, in using the threefold method, the number was equal to 0, or 3, its theosophical sum, according to the same method, will also be equal to 0. This means that the ternary always remains a ternary. 2. If the number was equal to 1, according to the triple system, then its theosophical sum will also be equal to 1. Unitary remains unitary. 3. If the number was equal to 2, according to the same threefold method, its theosophical sum will also be equal to 3, or 0. This means that, after synthesis, a binary does not remain as such, but is neutralized into a ternary. These theorems are easy to check, but we will limit ourselves to only 3 examples. A. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 equals 7 times 6 divided by 2 equals 21 equals 3. Threefold method. B. 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to plus 16 equals 17 times 16 divided by 2 equals 136 equals 10 equals 1. C. 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way up to plus 20 equals 21 times 20 divided by 2 equals 210 equals 3. So, the 6 was a ternary, the 16 a monad, and the 20 a binary. Realizing that the quaternary is a general pattern for all elementary dynamic processes, we may pass on to the explanation of the cross, which is an example of man's active and passive manifestations on the astral plane. The vertical arm of the cross, connecting letter Yod with Va, is divided into 2 parts by the central point. The upper part is, of course, more active. Yod is more active than Va, and we will consider it as a realm of positive human acts, or sphere of good. The lower part will represent negative activities, or the realm of evil. An initiate must, in every moment of his life, discriminate well between both realms, and always to hold himself in the middle, in the neutral point, of the center of the cross. This is most important, and a mystical application of hermetic truths for everyone. It is knowledge of good and evil in deeds. Amazingly enough, this graphical conception is not too hard to realize practically, if the student will only give some time to this matter in meditations. Coming to the horizontal part of the cross, we will also divide it into 2 parts, referring both of them to the realm of the passive influxes in man. The right side, that is the He, second He, which can be transformed into the active Yod, has priority over the left one, and will be considered as a receiver of good influences. Similarly, the left side signifies evil influences. The initiate must in every moment clearly distinguish between both sides and always try to remain in the center, knowing it to be the neutral point. Now, the explanation of the cross can be given in such a way. Man, who has reached the wisdom of the Arcanum of authority, that is, the 4th of the tarot, should not only understand how to discriminate between good and evil in his own deeds, but also to realize how to use good and evil influences alike. Anger and gratitude, for example, should be used equally as factors of activity, while pleasure and disappointment should be used as means of appeasement. The mystical authority of man is based on the fact that he should stand in the center of the Hermetic cross, then being present in all its elements, and so become the master of them, as is the case with the central point which belongs to all of the cross.